Lately in Nigeria, there's a trend of food prices dropping drastically. I made a video about beans price drop from 3,500 to about 1,800 about a month ago. 3,500 by July last year, 2024, and 1,800 by July this year, 2025. That video blew up on TikTok and I had a lot of reactions, over 135 comments as at the last time I checked, and over 400 likes. In fact, the comments are over, it should be more than that. I don't want to go check it now. So recently, I just posted a video barely few minutes ago. This is 16th of September 2025. I just posted a video about Garri price drop in Garri from about 1,000 naira to 600 naira Abuja price. I don't know where you are. It used to be 1,000 naira as at this time last year, September last year. At some point, it even got to 1,200 naira. But all of a sudden, yesterday, I was at the market and I found out that Garri is now 600 naira per mudu. What could be the cause of all this? When I posted that video about beans, a lot of people said Tinubu is working. Some people said it's GMO beans that is in the market that is causing it. Some people said there was over hoarding of beans from the previous year. That's why this year there's so much influx of beans into the market, causing the price to drop. I don't know which of these statements are true, but today I want to talk about factors that can affect the price of food. What could make the price of food commodity drop in Nigeria? That's what I'm here to talk about today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Omenuko Emeka Moses of the Omenuko Lifestyle channel. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, please kindly do well to subscribe. It will help me. And this video you're watching right now, if you think it's interesting, please like the video. It will help the algorithm to push it to more people so that we'll be encouraged to create more content like this. Thank you. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about 8 factors, right? Factors that will affect the price of food stuff in Nigerian market. That's what I'm here to talk about today. Because of the prevailing and constant drop in prices of food around Nigeria or in Abuja. I don't know the area where you are. So if the price of food has been dropping in your area, kindly write it in the comment section and help us to understand why are prices of food stuffs dropping as it is right now. Number one thing I want to talk about is good harvest and high supply. Economics have made this clear over the years. When supply exceeds demand of a particular product, the prices will drop. Now, let us take to note that Garri is a byproduct of cassava. So, is it that there was so much production of cassava last year that would have caused food price to drop? So, one of the factors that will cause prices of food to drop is that there is good supply, bountiful supply. There's a lot of supply of food. Maybe last year there was a lot of famine and people produced so much food, causing this year's food price to drop because there's just so much in the market. That's one. Number two thing that can cause the reduction in cost of food stocks or foodstuffs in the market is government policies. Sometimes government brings up some policies if they discover that people are suffering. Of course, food have become so expensive in Nigeria. So maybe there are tax cuts on people that produce food. Maybe there are food reserves. Government has released food from food reserves, or maybe cut in cost of importation. Maybe they've opened borders so that more food can come in. so that prices can become cheap. I know that there were certain foodstuffs that were banned from importation into Nigeria. Maybe there are some government policies that have been put in place so that things can become better for Nigerians. Who knows that? That's number two reason. Government policies, even subsidies, waivers on import duty. Number three, reduced cost of transportation. Of course, we know in Nigeria, the price of fuel drives virtually everything in Nigeria. But in this case, we know that fuel price have not really dropped. So I don't really know. I'm not really sure that will be what is affecting the price of foodstuffs in Nigerian markets currently. Fuel price is still the same, but we know that when the cost of transporting goods from one place to the other is greatly reduced, it will also reduce the cost of that goods. And in this case, we're talking about food. The same thing, if it increases, it also increases. Cost of transportation greatly eh, increases or reduces the cost of food stuffs or food commodities in the market. So cost of transportation is the third one. Number four, number four factor that can affect the price of foodstuff is seasonal factor. There are foodstuffs that are seasonal. When it's the time for harvest of that crop, it will just be everywhere. That will cause it to drop. But if it's out of its season, not is that's like if it's not the period where people are harvesting it, it's not the production period of that particular food crop, the price is going to be very, very high because it will be the demand for it will definitely be more than the supply. But of course, if it's during the season, it will just be everywhere and it will cause the price to be down because everybody wants to sell at the same time. So that's number four. Seasonal factor can affect the cost of foodstuffs in the market. Number five, strong currency. Strong currency. If the naira starts doing well as against the dollar, start appreciating against the dollar, cost of importing, if there are foodstuffs that we import into the country, the price is going to drop drastically. Once the naira is doing well, our currency is doing well against the dollar, definitely there will be general improvement in price of goods and services. And in this video I'm making, with regards to this video I'm making, it's food stuff. It's definitely going to drop. But if the exchange rate is not faring well, then price of foodstuff will keep skyrocketing. In this case, I don't think that is the reason because the dollar to naira is still about 1,500, 1,600 as it stands, which is what it has been for a very long time. So that's definitely not the case. Number six reason why food stuff might be dropping in price is reduced export demand. Sometimes there are crops that are being exported out of the country. If the countries that we export these crops to no longer require them, we'll have them excess in the country. And when you have them excessively in the country, what will happen? It will just be everywhere. Like I said from the beginning, forces of demand will now start affecting it because there will be oversupply of the goods as against those requiring it, those needing it. So who knows? Is it that they have stopped exportation of cassava, thereby making garri so much available in the country, causing the price to crash to by almost half? Because if garri will drop from 1,000 to 600 naira, that's almost half the price. That's almost half the price. So sometimes this might even be a government policy that saying, okay, no, we don't have enough to eat in the country. So no more exportation. From my number 5 points, that's from my fifth point, government policies. But this one now is export. If there's no more export of the goods. We'll have them so much in the country. So that's number 6. Number 7 reason why the price of goods and services, or in this case food, will drop is competition in the market. If more distributors of a particular food crop enters the market, of course there will be competition. Everybody will be hustling to sell, and once there is everybody's hustling to sell, to if distributors come into the market trying to sell everybody that is producing it from different farms or lamb farms. We know there are different farms all around the country. Excuse me. If all these people come into the market at the same time, there will be so much competition, price is going to drop. That's number 7. Number 8 reason is improved farming technique. Something that can affect or make the prices of goods, food stuff drop in Nigeria is improved farming techniques. If there is now much more available mechanized farming, irrigation, improved method of farming, like people that are farming where there is no water, that they have to do that for them to get water to their farm used to take a lot of work and all that. Maybe now they have a borehole around with which they can wet their farms. That means there is improved farming process. Things like this, once the process involved in the farming is very much improved, the prices will drop, stress is reduced, cost of labor is reduced, cost of production also is reduced. It cascades down and also affects the prices of the final produce, food produce. So now, out of these 8 points, which one do you think is the reason why price of food is dropping in Nigeria? We're happy. And even though it's dropping, it doesn't mean that it has dropped so satisfactorily. We want things to get better. But, in a country where we keep complaining that things are going up, when things are going down, I think somebody should actually say it out also, that okay, there's improvement in this area, but we don't know why it's happening, despite the fact that our naira is not still doing well against the dollar. Cost of transportation have not reduced. Cost of fuel is still up there. So what could be the reason? Is it that there are better government policies? Have borders been opened? Is there free importation of some goods that were banned before? Or have they stopped exportation of some produce or some of our farm produce? Because as at that time I made that video about beans having dropped 2 months ago in July, we're in September, July, August, September, 2 months ago. When I made that video, beans was still 1,800, but now it has dropped further to 1,500. Please, how much is beans in your area as at September 2025? Kindly drop it in the comment section. How much is also Garri in your area September 2025? Drop it in the comment section. Let us know. And if you know why the price is dropping, kindly drop it in the comment section. Let us know. At some point for the beans, some people said it's GMO. We had genetically modified organism beans. I don't know if there's also GMO Garri in the market. I don't know if there's also GMO Garri in the market. So, or is the government doing something really good? Drop it in the comment section. If you have watched this extent, kindly like this video, share to your friends that might have an answer to it. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed. Omenuko lifestyle. Gbasibe, Gbasimunatus, and Gbasumunatas. Thank you.